On October 1st of this year, the federally mandated Real ID takes effect.
As a result, you will need a new driver's license if you want to fly, enter a federal building, or federal installation. While October may be a long way off, WATE 6 on your side consumer reporter Don Dare finds people are already lining up for the Real ID.
They sure are. A few days ago, my wife and I went to get our Real ID. I forgot some documentation. She forgot some documentation, which prompted this story because we had to go back a second time. We don't want that to happen. The Real ID Act was passed by Congress in 2005 to increase security measures concerning state-issued ID cards, mainly your driver's license. Starting in October, travelers will need real identification cards to board domestic flights. As we found out, obtaining a Real ID requires several documents.
And I tell you what holds a lot of people up is that Social Security card.
Monica Shingle is one of several deputy clerks who handles driver's license registration at this busy Knox County Clerk's office in North Knoxville. Over the last month, clerks at the office have processed hundreds of federally mandated license applications. In December, 680 people applied for the Real ID license at this office. That's 40% of all driver's license applications for the month in Knox County. The Tennessee Real ID license displays a star in the top right corner.
They call it a Real ID, but it's a federal ID is what it is at the end of the day. To fly domestically, going to federal buildings, going to military property or buildings, you have to have this on your license.
At a driver service center in Nashville a few weeks ago, people were lined up to receive their Real ID. Recently, the state hired more employees to handle the demand. In Knoxville, with 2 state driver centers and with 4 clerk's offices, the service is speedy.
Well, there's a payroll stub.
Knox County Clerk Sherry Witt says you'll need to bring several pieces of documentation with you to get the Real ID.
Lots of information, and each situation is unique. So that's why we try to say, call us, ask before you come, let's get the right documents, because every one of these, people just have different circumstances.
Several different types of documents are needed. Proof of citizenship or legal presence, proof of Tennessee residence, and proof of your Social Security number. Some people return a second time to get the Real ID license because they don't have the proper papers.
They will not let us deviate from those 4 things, which is your Social Security card, your W-2, your 1099. It can also be a Social Security 1099 and your paycheck stub. But these things have to show the full Social Security number.
James Stump said he had all the correct paperwork with him. Did you know what to bring?
I did. I jumped online and saw the list and just brought in what they needed to see. It wasn't that bad, really.
What have you done to make sure that you have all the information you need to get your Real ID?
I categorize it in a file, and I have my proof of income, birth certificate, and very organized.
In Knox County, the clerk's office will process Real ID license for residents from any county. However, you'll need to go to a state office if you're coming from out of state.
If you are a Tennessee resident and you already have a Tennessee driver's license, you can come here and get them. If you do not, if you're moving here from another state, you will have to go to one of the state facilities.
Now, as we reported, you will need 3 different types of documents to get your Real ID. To prove your citizenship, bring either a birth certificate, an unexpired U.S. passport, or a valid permanent resident card. If you have changed your name, either through marriage or divorce, bring a marriage certificate or a divorce decree with you. To prove your Social Security number, bring one of the following: your original card, if you can find it, a W-2 form, or a payroll stub within the last year. And you will need 2 documents to prove your residency, like a home utility bill, a current Tennessee vehicle registration, or a bank statement. Kristen and Bo, if you are missing one of these documents, you're going to have to go home and get it. Bring it
As
back.
You well know.
Yes.
Yeah, I hid my Social Security card really good. I brought another document, my DD Form 214, which is a Department of Defense form. And Monica called and it didn't work. The state said it has to be that Social Security card or another document.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did. It was right in front of me.
Of course.
Of course it was,
Don, thank you.
Thank you.
All
Learning
right.
from Don's mistakes,
There
everyone.
you go. That's the new name of this segment. If you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wat.com. You can also call a 6 on Your Side hotline, 865-633-5974.